Okay, I'm back to do my internship, so I figured I'd do a quick little update. I am 10 weeks and 1 day now. Um, my mom's going to stay a little longer this week. She usually only stays one night, but she's going to stay 2 nights to help me out because I've honestly been so sick. Um, it really started at the beginning of last week. So I'm 10 weeks now, so I guess at 9 weeks. Just really sick, throwing up a lot more, just super nauseous, not keeping stuff down. It's been really rough. Also, when I was at my doctor's appointment, and I told him, I was sick and throwing up, and he said if I wanted something, to call him and he would write me a prescription for something for the nausea. But honestly, I just want to try to avoid that, like I said last week. But he told me, oh yeah, but you haven't hit the worst part yet. You're still, before the worst part hits. And I was thinking, no way, because my last pregnancy, I was sick early on, and I stayed sick till 18 weeks. So I felt like, no way. But he was right. It's definitely hit more this week, and I'm sure it'll get worse before it gets better. I'm just hoping I'm not sick until week 18 like this, because, I might have to call something in. But I'm really hoping not. I really think I can make it through without it, and I'd rather not take anything with all the question marks around those kind of medicines. For how sick I am, I just don't think it's worth the risk. For the people that are nonstop throwing up every single day, I could totally understand. But for me, for having, good hours, every day I have a few good hours. So that's a huge relief. Sleeping. I always feel good when I'm sleeping. So that's another reason I've been napping. For just an hour in the afternoon, just not even that I'm tired, I think. Part of it is just to escape the feeling so sick. But today I feel really good, and I think part of it is because my mom is here and she's watching Austin, so I was just able to sit down and rest. So it's really set me up for hopefully a really good day. But still debating, but I really don't want to. But I understand what he said about I had not reached the peak of it yet, because I'm definitely feeling like I'm hoping this is the peak. We'll see if it is the peak. I will have to let you know. Probably in 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, I'll be able to know if this was the peak. But we started to tell more family and friends, and my husband's family still doesn't know. We wanted to tell them in person. We just haven't had a chance. But we told my brother and his girlfriend or fiance, and then my mom and everyone. So that's been fun. But my mom said, "Are you sure you're only 10 weeks now? You look way further along." I'm like, "Oh gee, thanks." So yeah. I think I don't know. Whatever. I'm not gonna let comments like that bother me. When I went back to the OB, I forgot to say I had a retroverted uterus. And I didn't find out until my first appointment with my son. And he told me a lot of times after you give birth, it'll stay in a normal position and it won't go back. It won't revert to being retroverted. And sure enough, when I got my exam last week, he's like, did I tell you last time you had a retroverted uterus? I'm like, yeah, you did. He's like, okay, well, it's still retroverted. Darn it. But he said it'll pop up soon and I won't have any problems with it. I won't even know the difference, which I didn't know the difference last time. But still drinking tons of apple juice. I tried to go back onto the orange juice when we were out at breakfast last weekend, and it was so disgusting. I don't know why. But I also threw up watermelon this week, which is like one of my favorites. So now I'm kind of turned off of watermelon, and muffins too. I was eating a lot of muffins, so I switched from muffins after throwing that up to donuts, which is so bad. But honestly, it makes me feel really good. It makes me not throw up. And this morning I had a donut and haven't thrown up today. So I feel really good about that. But yesterday I had one and I did throw up twice. So, yeah, I don't know. But my husband's like, oh my gosh, you've eaten like 3 donuts in 2 days. I'm like, I don't care. You don't have to tell me. I know exactly what I've eaten. And it's not like I'm always like this. I mean, that's probably more donuts than I've had in the whole year. But that's what happens when you're pregnant. You're sick as a dog and you'll eat anything. And my OB even said to me, he goes, this first trimester, I don't care if you eat milkshakes. Just eat something. I just want you to, try your best to eat carbs, eat whatever makes you feel, good. Obviously, not on the, not like certain things, but like no alcohol or something stupid. But, so he told me if it's a milkshake and you know, some bread that makes me feel good, that's what I should eat. So that's what I'm doing, and I know it'll get better. I know when I stop throwing up, I'll go back to being normal, and eating normal and healthy and like I normally would. But some of the throwing up this week, one of them was over a poop diaper. In the morning, my husband was still home, but I just didn't feel like asking him, and he was getting ready for work, and I thought, no big deal, I'll just do this really quick. And I went in to change the diaper, and, you know, Austin's up on the changing table, and I'm holding on to him, and I knew I had to throw up. So what am I supposed to do? Like, he's sitting here with a half on, half off diaper that's dirty. I can't run to the bathroom and leave him on top of the changing table like that. And so I couldn't even make it to the bathroom if I tried, I don't think, honestly. So, of course, it ends up all over the wood floor. Luckily, it's wood floor. So, finished the diaper, cleaned up the puke, and my husband comes in, he's like, what smells on the side of the house? And I'm like, you don't even want to know. He's like, oh my gosh, you've been throwing up. And then he, like, saw me finishing mopping. He's like, oh my gosh, this is just, why wouldn't you come get me? And I would have done this. Don't feel like you're bothering me. And I'm like, but it's just like such a rigmarole to ask you, and then you're going to be late, and then you're complaining that you're late, and then you've got to find your respirator, and it just becomes like a whole ordeal. And I just didn't feel like dealing with it, and I should have just dealt with it. And he's like, no, just ask me. He's like, I'll stop making such a big deal about it. And he's like, it's just his way, he'll do it, but he's just got to make a scene about doing it. So, actually this morning he pooped like right after Matt had left for work. I was like, wonderful. So I actually went and got the respirator and did it, and I did not throw up. I cannot believe it. Like, it 100% eliminated the smell. The visual was still really, really rough, and it made me gag in the respirator, which made me think I was going to throw up with this whole thing stuck in my head. But it worked. And the time I did throw up, I did have lotion under my nose, and it did not matter. I was barfing everywhere. So I thought it was awesome that I had that respirator on, because I feel like it's really set my day up to not throw up this morning. I feel really good today, way better than yesterday. Yesterday, poor Austin was left on his own like all day. He was just playing in the living room while I was laying on the couch, and I just put Sesame Street on and just laid there and just let him play and watch TV. And he's learning independent play, poor guy. I didn't even take him for a walk. We did nothing. But it doesn't help. Like, right now I'm looking at my degrees. It's 90 degrees. Yesterday it was 91, and the feel like was so much higher. It's just hot still. And I've heard it's like record heat for November for Florida. And it is. It's hot. And at night it's not getting that cold. It's like 69, 70, So the air is running non-stop, which also keeps me up because I can hear it turn on and off a million times in the night. It's driving me nuts. It's like it's July. It's so irritating. Because for a while there, it wasn't turning on at all at night. It was really nice for like a week. A week in October, it was really nice. But now we're back to 90 with a feel like of like 94. So completely miserable. What else? Okay, one last thing. I am watching a bunch of girls that were due around the same time as me, and they are either due after me, so I don't get to see I want to see updates that are at like this week, 12 weeks or 13 weeks or 14 weeks. So if you guys are making videos and you guys are due early May or even in April, comment below, because I want to watch you guys. Or if you guys are watching someone else who's due in April or May and they're making videos regularly, like every week, let me know, because I really want to watch other people. And a bunch of the girls I was watching have either miscarried or they're due in like June. So I'm really looking to watch some other people and see who else is suffering and miserable, and just, I don't know, I guess misery loves company. But, okay, I better get into my internship. I will insert my weight. I know I forgot it last week. And my bump picture. So I will see you guys at week 11. Crazy. Bye. Forgot to do my weight last week, but the week before I was 155.7. So in 2 weeks I've gained 0.7 pounds.